On today's episode, we have Maria here with us, who is located right now in Ecuador, and she is the creator of this beautiful, beautiful brand. Thank you, Maria, for your time here.
Thank you.
So, to get started, I have a little dice with me, and whatever number it falls on, we're going to ask you the question. So, if it falls on number 1, it's what inspired you to create the brand? If it falls on number 2, what's the story behind your product? Number 3, the best experience you've had so far with your brand. Number 4, the scariest moment you've had while working on your brand. Number 5, your aha moment. And number 6, tell us about your product launch. So you can roll it this time.
Number 5.
Okay, so your aha moment.
So that moment when you said, this is my idea, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay. So I think it was many years ago, but it wasn't so aha. I didn't like, oh my God, this is it. But it just started in my head and it just built up. And it was many, many years ago. I used to work for an NGO called World Wildlife Fund. You know, I think you know which one is, WWF. And we were working in Galapagos, and that was 2014, yeah. So there were many data on plastic pollution, but we were the first ones to get that information and what was happening in Galapagos. So it was very alarming, and it was not a good moment. And we didn't know how to communicate it without being it like we're like the islands are destroying, but we knew it was a problem. And I think that's where this aha moment happened, that I just felt it was a problem, that there was something had to be I think implemented in the market. It wasn't only like, oh, stop consuming or stop doing, but I felt people needed alternatives. So that's where it started. It was like, yes, it's an aha moment, but it was like that little thing that started in my head that was like, oh, something, I don't feel good with what I'm communicating, because I'm not giving back a solution. I'm just saying, okay, this world is gonna end, and that's it, basically. Or stop consuming plastic, and that's it. And people needed alternatives. So I think that was an aha moment.
From that point on, you were able to implement and get your idea going, which is something that so many people are always, should I just pursue my idea? Should I just stop my full-time job? How do I, onboard this process? So you were able to make it happen. And right now in 2020, you are actually running your own product-based company, just crushing it. So we have some questions for you so people get to know your business better, and then we can implement some strategies to get you going for this year and the next. So what's the current stage of your business at the moment? If you have to say, okay, I'm a startup, I'm just scaling, what's your current state and where do you see yourself?
Okay, so I think sometimes I feel like I'm starting again with this moment of emergency, but I'm actually scaling. We already launched. We launched a year ago. So that's why I say it's from 2014 to now. For the people who are listening, many people are like, oh, I don't know, and it takes so much time. Yeah, it takes time. The idea to build up, it takes time. Don't worry, and you need to feel safe to do the steps you have to take, the steps you have to take in order to get where you want to be. So I think for now we are scaling because I have already the products on the market. I know which are the best products, and I know which ones. It's beginning to have. I think it's like a change of moment for the company, and we need to see things further. So start scaling for some products, and then just start pushing down some products that are not suiting the market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just to give a little more background information, tell us exactly what your brand is and tell us a little more about your products.
Okay, so the company is called Kikuyo Ecuador. And if we have time, I can tell you about the name, which is kind of, people ask me a lot. But it's a company that makes alternatives to plastic and disposable products for your home. And our basic idea behind it's the concept of reusable. It's not only putting things that are disposable also to the market. So maybe you see many products that are just replacing the plastic with another type of product, but it's still disposable. For us is to, I think the basic idea is to create a culture of reusables. So people understand that many things can be reused, and it's better to reuse for your economy and for the planet. So we do all of those products. You asked me what products we sell.
Yeah.
So we have right now 6 products on the market. One that replaces zip bags, the ones that you use for the fridge or which are small for snacks. Then we have the ones that replace the paper towels. So the famous paper. Mm-hmm. I know many people already use in the States that. So we have that. We have a replacement for tea bags. So it's reusable tea bags. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we have, let me think. Replacement for, I'm going to say it in napkins. Thank you. I had the word in Spanish, but it's napkins. Yeah. So that's a twist because we copied the same concept of the usual disposable napkins, which is white. We don't do them in colors or nice things because I know people just put them like in and they're like, oh, when I have invitation, I'll use it. No, we want you to use it every day. So they are the same as white napkins that you use at home, but they are reusable.
Love that.
And I don't know if let me see. Oh, and the vegetable bags that you use for the supermarket. Yeah. Those bags also, they're all sets. And then the covers. So we use covers. They are cotton covers. So you replace the plastic wrap that you use for anything for food. Mm-hmm. So those are our products right now in the market, and we have 2 more. Well, we have one extra that I never talk that much about it, but it's my soul product, I would say, mm-hmm. because it's a stationary. So we depend in the bees. We do birthday candles made of bee wax. And we work with this amazing woman that works with bees. So she has a very holistic way of seeing it. And so we depend on them, on their moments and their stations. So we never know when we have the product. We just know when the bees are ready, they'll give us the bee wax.
Awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. And honestly, your products, they all sound absolutely, absolutely amazing. So tell us a little more about now, who is your ideal client? You did mention you're in Ecuador. So is your ideal client local to Ecuador, or are you on a more global aspect?
Right now we work only in Ecuador, and that's why I said I'm scaling, because I know there's I know there's a Latin America market out there that I should be thinking about, and then I know globally the product can easily be adapted to the global market. But right now, my ideal client is I would say about 30s to, I would say 50s. Women, they are all women. I've had a couple of men being my clients, and I love it because they're like, yeah, I'm anti-plastic and I use this at my home, and they're like all empowered on it. And it's nice because they see the product from an economic point of view. So they're like, I'm not going to waste any more money on those paper towels again in my life. Yeah. So it's nice to see. But mostly we have women. They usually are very practical women. So they usually are working moms. So they want products, and they are conscious. They're very conscious about the environment. They're not they're not activists. but they feel they need to do something about it. Okay. So that's like the avatar, I would say, of my woman, and she has kids, and again, she's very practical. So none of those products that need to be like, I don't know, need too much attention. So our products are the same. You can wash them in the
super easy and simple.
Super easy to use it. Yeah.
Love it, love it. And where would you say the majority of your clients find you? We did do a little snooping and we did see that you have distributors. So would most of your clients come from these distributors, or do they come to you from a different source?
So that has changed right now. Usually they used to go to my distributors because it was easier. And I usually have, like, all of the stores that you see are stores that I believe have the same philosophy as my product. So they actually sell really well my product, the people that work there. But now with the change and the pandemic, I think it's been a really nice twist, and we are shifting. I already had my e-commerce, like the page, if you saw it, it's all perfect. You can pay with PayPal or transfer and everything. But I didn't push it that much. Now, most of my customers come directly to the page or Instagram. So those are the basic two, I would say, my basic two distributors. Wix and Instagram have changed.
Fantastic. Good to hear that. I mean, that's one of the good things from everything that's going on. You see so many businesses just taking the hands on the wheel now. I mean, they are not depending on distributors or anything. They're actually cutting the middleman and being straight to the point with the customer. They have that one-on-one experience with them, and actually you can see that the branding aspect is super, super important now, because they're getting into your website, your page, they are browsing your social media channels, and they're looking into the company, into the eyes of the company, to see what you stand for, who is the owner, who is the CEO, what people are working there, where is the product coming from. Instead, I mean, when you go into the suppliers, you can see the supplier, they sell you the products inside the store, but you feel you lose that experience a little bit. So it's super great to see that so many businesses are being empowered by digital marketing, and even the e-commerce store. And there are so many tools that you can launch your store, like Shopify, Wix, Squarespace. You have so many tools that you can use, as you did. We are so proud of you because you made that step and you're actually making it your business model, and you are not depending 100% in a supplier or, in a distributor or anything like that.
But it's also interesting, and I'm going to say this because people always think about e-commerce as a one way, right? So I only sell e-commerce and I only sell through my webpage. And I think it's a combination, a really interesting combination. Well, I'm a communicator and I'm a graphic designer. So I have zero experience on sales or digital marketing or marketing in general. We actually had fights with marketing all the time. But it's interesting because I've come to the stage of my life that I had to be everything. So right now, what I feel is that you need to combine both, but you need to be really strategic. So we're opening an area that I feel it might not suit every country, but for Ecuador, many people need jobs right now, and we have many issues in the social arena, I would say. So for me, it's also an opportunity to embrace that. So it's an off sale, and we are opening sales for women who want to sell our products via catalog. So they actually use our Instagram, and they don't get access, but they use our Instagram and our webpage, which is very visual. But I can open that line of work for women that need that job, and they can sell our products. So it's sort of a 50-50 thing, but it's interesting because I don't know, it gives a bigger view of how to sell, scope of how to sell your products.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one thing, now that you're mentioning that, there's different strategies depending on how you want to look at it as a business owner. You can either do as like a team, or you can do as affiliates, or you can even do what's called as that network marketing, where they go out and it's them selling to their network. And this is a product that is perfect for that in my head. Looking at it through a strategic eyes, it's really a product that you can really refer to others and refer to your inner circle because it is so practical and it's something that we all use in our day-to-day activities.
Exactly. So now we go into the part of the podcast where we start doing the actual strategy and the hands-on advice that we have for you, how to actually go on it and get the best results for what you have available at the moment and everything that's going on and all of that. So the first thing that we see is that you have a full potential, as you see on social media, and you can actually use people inside Ecuador, inside Latin America to sponsor and endorse your product. But before this part, you actually need to create a movement behind the brand. So I don't know if you're familiar about the Ocean project, this machine that's cleaning up the ocean and taking out the plastic, and they're using the plastic to create products with it, and they sell like each product for $50 and they get a certificate and all the whole experience, you know. They have a movement behind the actual product. So I know that you have a ton of experience with activists and all of this world. You have a story in the Galapagos, you have a story behind the brand. So in order to launch and boost whatever you're trying to do, you should get this human aspect of your brand in front before getting the product out. So what I mean is time for you to get in front of the camera and just speaking through it and just say, listen, this is me, I'm the owner of this company, but this is what I stand for, this is what I did it, this is what I do. So this way you can connect with the audience one-on-one and they can get to know you better. And then at some point within the experience, they go and visit the store, and just because they know you and they stand behind you, they're gonna buy.
Yeah, they agree with what you believe in.
So, and everything expands, and when you add influencers into the equation, for example, and right now in South America, it's super easy to find people that by only sending the product, you can get videos, posts from them, and these pages have like 100K followers, and they can get to know you better. So you can do a IG Live, for example, with them, and you can get on it on video, just speaking about an influential topic. I don't know, maybe 5G or what's going on with some activists or some companies that you endorsed as a brand, you know what I mean? So they can give their opinion, and then you get their audience into your world. So when they visit your profile, they see that you are a whole person, you're a full person that has a company, but also stands in whatever you're trying to, you know, to advertise. For example, if you're in the activist kind of thing against plastic and all of that, you should show that within pictures. So you bring pictures from the Galapagos from, you know, a few years ago.
Pictures that create impact, and the same thing that you felt that moment when you feel that feeling that's kind of putting pressure on you, saying, I have to do something to change it. That's the same emotion that you have to put onto others, because that's the little chip that one by one changes the world by using this product that you really put your heart and soul into.
And we know this is not an easy process for anyone to break the barrier of start posting on social media as the real person, because some people are camera shy, some people don't like to speak on camera, take pictures, maybe they feel like judged by friends, families, and all of that. But that's the time when you break the barrier, and everything is a growing process. The first video won't be as good as the one that you see after 100 days. Exactly. So it's a little by little process that you get the ball rolling. So people get to know you better if you want to be inside the digital e-commerce and all of this. Not only because you are selling products, but because you're actually making a change within the community, and you're actually making an impact with everyone that you're gonna meet. So this, for example, is a good way. You're getting out, people are gonna listen to your podcast, and they're gonna see, oh, I really believe what she's saying. I really connect with the Galapagos story. Maybe I'm gonna check it out. And then when they go to your page, they see the pictures, your friends, your families, your scientists that were working there. So they connect, oh, I know this person, you know what I mean? And they see an influential face inside your account. And then one little part of your account is your business. So you have the link, they click it, and you just send them just straight away. You can sell it. Like, okay, this is my link. If you support my movement, this is the way for me to get the word out, to spread the message. You can support, just click here and get your set, and then you have the sale. But that's the easiest and the cleanest way you can make it, and not only inside Ecuador, South America, but in a worldwide aspect. Because you can start
I have
working
a
with so
question
many.
there.
Mhm.
And I think it's been something that's been on my head, and it's funny that we talk about this because it's been like killing me. But I do have a personal Instagram account, and sometimes I have a very close friend that told me one day, and she was like, you have more followers in Kikuyo than in your personal account, and I don't know why you talk more in your personal account than you talk in Kikuyo. Because people in Kikuyu are more like aware that they want to hear from the person behind. So that conversation was like an eye-opening for me. But then when I get to the Kikuyu page, I'm like, what do I say? Because people are here for the product, not for me. And sometimes when I talk, I feel like I'm only selling you. So I'm always like, oh, so we're back and we can send the products to you and then we have a discount. But I never talk about myself or what do I do. Because I do have if you get into my profile, which is really smaller, I do talk about environmental things. And then I do have a podcast. I also have a podcast about environmental things and many things. But I don't know how to transfer that to Kikuyu. I'm like, oh.
Really? It's something super, super interesting because it's divided between personal brand and a business brand. And there's going to be a moment where one fuels the other and it goes vice versa. So it's really amazing. On your business brand, remember that humans buy from humans. So we're moved because of what you feel, because of what started you to create this product. So on the business page, not only do you have to be selling, but you also have to be educating and entertaining. So educate about what you're doing, why? Because people sometimes, for us, we might think, oh, marketing this and this, it's so easy because we're in this world. But people outside don't understand. So that's exactly what you have to do. You have to educate a little more about the topic and do it super, super basic. Think of it as if you're talking to a third grader in super simple terms that people are actually interested in learning about. And then also educate and entertain. So do a little fun side to what's going on behind the brand. How are you guys pivoting during this time? Maybe show a little of the interactions with your distributors. There's so many things that go on behind a brand that you can show. And then on the personal side of it, remember that as a person on Instagram, you have to show your person, your whole personality. So your personality is work, it's your family, it's your beliefs, it's your hobbies, it's your activities. So don't be scared to show all of these and incorporate your work, but also incorporate the other things that fuel you, the other things that move you. And people in your network, outside of your network, will start connecting with you and will not only start learning about you, but they'll be learning about your business. And if they're connected with your business, they're going to pass over to the business brand. And that's the whole chain that's going to happen. So don't be scared of putting your face on the business brand, and don't be scared of vice versa, putting your brand on your personal page, because it's really two separate entities that work alone, but that have to be fueled by who you are.
So you can be asking at the moment, okay, but what should I do right now? So what's something actionable that I can do? Because it sounds so great, but it sounds like a lot of work and I don't have the time. So the best way, first of all, is that in your business page, now that you know that you educate, entertain, and sell, not only posting pictures about your products, but also videos. So you're going to repurpose the podcast episodes that you have talking about environmental things, why it's important to buy from you, educating your audience, and use those episodes and start posting that on your social media platform from your business. So you have educate, entertainment, and then selling. Mm-hmm. In your personal side, you're going to create 5 different folders inside your phone. Just about your family, your beliefs, your previous jobs as an activist. You also have about your business. So each folder has all the pictures and videos sorted out. So you can start posting each one of them once a day. So each day you're gonna have a different face that's you. So they're going to start seeing.
You alternate.
So it's a compounded effect. So the more you post, the easier it will get to start sending people to your personal profile and then to your business profile, okay? So you're going to use hashtag strategies, okay? We have a ton of videos that we can send that to you, that you're going to learn how to reach people organically without paying. So people can start seeing your posts in the best possible way. So you put hashtags and they can find your post and then get to know you better. And then something super actionable is create a bundle package that you put some of your products with stickers and flyers and send that to big influential people inside Ecuador, okay? And
that
then
believe the same thing that you. So that people that are already actively saying, let's do something to change the world, let's do something to eliminate plastic. These are the type of people that are already voicing their opinion. So it's super easy when you send them a product, they're like, yes, this is exactly what I need in order to get my message across.
And at the moment, they are not aware of the power they have, of the community they have.
Yeah.
So here in the US, you ask for that for an influencer, they charge you $10,000 for a post, $10,000 for a live. But in Ecuador, South America, it's a little bit easier to start growing with influencers because they're going to be happy just to have the product with them. They're gonna, okay, this is a collaboration we're doing. We're doing a full, one-on-one, and we can do a video together, a Zoom call, and we can collaborate, and then their community is gonna be transferred to your world, to your community. So that's the other way. So my recommendation and Laura's recommendation is to find at least once a week, one influencer that you can collaborate and be able to benefit from their audience and they can benefit from your products. So it's a mutual gaining, okay? So then you're gonna boost your efforts even harder because you have content in your pages, you have daily information, and then you have the boost from them. So you are super ready to go to be able to propel your e-com business for anything you want to do, okay?
Okay, sounds great. I think it sounds a lot, but I should have written everything down. But I'm gonna have to do this podcast.
You can re-listen, you can re-watch it as many times as you want. And it's really, really practical, actionable advice that you can start implementing today. So start creating your 5 folders and start working on that.
Awesome. So this is so insightful for you. Now you know the steps. And then, I think if you have any questions, you can reach us. We're always here to help. We have a ton of free resources that you can use, our YouTube videos, the social media posts we post, teaching every single step you need to take to grow your personal and business brand, because this is one project, okay?
Great.
So thank you so much for your time, Maria. Thank you for putting your product out there for the world, because we know it is a product that isn't only helping other people, but it's really changing our whole planet. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
All right, where can people find you so if they have any questions?
Okay, so the page in Kikuyo is at Kikuyo Ese, which is EC Ecuador. And we have our webpage, www.kikuyoecuador.com. I think we can put them somewhere so people.
Yes.
Kikuyo is kind of weird to write it down, but
Definitely. So they'll be down in the bottom at the description. Either if you're listening on a podcasting platform or on YouTube, you can just go down and we'll have all the links there to your website and to your Instagram and your personal.
Instagram.
Oh, my personal, I didn't say it, but it's Fer Burneos with S at the end.
Awesome. We're going to put all of that information. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope to speak with you in later down the year so we can get and see where you are at the moment, okay?
Sure, thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you, Maria.
All right.